DRX, they want to use the Mosquito every single place. Yeah.
We're gonna go real
That's 100%
fast.
Mosquito then.
I think the DRX do struggle in some regard when Flashback isn't playing the Euro with their composition in terms of finding the right timings to take fights. Flashback often ends up giving his life up a lot on the Neon. You don't have too much of the get out of jail cards compared to the Euro, but it's interesting. I mean, how could we expect anything different? They've been going for this double duelist, centered around the Waylay the entire tournament long. Why would they change it up now? But MIBR are a dangerous, dangerous team on this map.
Well, let's go ahead and settle the score. Who will reign supreme? Is it Brazil? Is it Korea? Who better to call the action than Achilles and Paper Thin?
One more series here in this arena, one more team to advance further here in the playoffs, and one more to be sent home here today. It's all to play for. DRX just watched their Pacific brothers in Paper X advance forward, make it into that top four. They want to join them. They want to face off against each other. But for MIBR, this young squad, the turnaround on their year, and a chance at a second trophy for Aspas, they are going to be hungry for this win.
No doubt about it. I mean, MIBR has looked phenomenal throughout this entire event. And yesterday coming so close against NRG, multiple OTs, and despite Aspas having maybe the best game we've ever seen in VCT, definitely the best game we've seen in Champions, just still couldn't quite get it over the line.
Quick jiggle there, going on punish from Flashback, sends out the relay bolt, tried to delay, does get pinged though. They now frantically try to spray him out of this position. He is going to get stunned up, but they're still not scaling because they're not sure what else is behind this smoke. Mako now looking to join him in the frenzy. Aim is going to be broken. Mako going to be good for one, but Cortezia applies another, and Bane manages to find himself a collapse. Verno and Cortezia both get taken down. Suddenly player advantage here for the side of DRX with Hyunmin on the prowl, swinging it around the back, but it does get noted here. That's right, not going to be connecting. Hyunmin looking for a little bit more, but opts to back away and play this out patiently. They know that they have him boxed in.
They might try to challenge him here. Still have time for a rotate.
Smoke falling, Bane out in front is able to find it, and that is going to be the pistol going the way of DRX.
Yeah, just a kind of a wonky round here to start. MIBR gets the spot onto Flashback, and they just can't commit to it before Mako's able to get there and at least bail them out. Just unbelievable for Bane there. Finds that collat, gets things started off on the right foot for DRX, who has had the America's numbers, that's for sure, but MIBR, a very different beast right now. So many talented players on this team, and we've seen what they can do on this map already. We saw them best team Heretics on it. We saw what Aspas can do once he gets that op in hand. Good start for DRX. Mako looking for any joy he can find here. Artazine, though, slides in. Green has to back off, and kind of an odd situation here. Nice shot from Hyunmin. Bane to follow up.
Just refilling that space at top of mid. It's the catch on the lurk. A couple more players going to be going his way, given that it was the Ghost that rings out and will not be able to hold his own. Gets some damage across on Inferno, but now Mako playing point. Tries to make them back away. Paranoia going to be sent, but Aspas able to dodge it, but does take a good shot through that box, so finds himself down to 37.
It's a nice read. Getting that there's at least a couple players over on to B. Let's go A. Simple, good decision making, good recognition of their situation. But Flashback coming on in with a judge. Still has the relay bolt, still has the dash.
He loses this somehow, though. It would be a very good post-plant weapon for MIBR to try to scoop up. He's going to be rerouted, make his way through the alley. Up and over the top goes Hyunmin, hits the saturate, connecting there on Inferno. And now Flashback goes to the slide, and he's going to be able to collect all three remaining players. Just Bane the fall, no weapons going to be lost there aside from the Ghost. Diffuse comes in, it's a 2-0 start for DRX.
Yeah, so far, you got to like what you're seeing from DRX in terms of not giving up too much easily towards MIBR, at least in an anti-eco round. Give them much hope. Yeah, Aspas good for one. Certainly the GOAT is always going to be good for one, it feels like, at the minimum.
Good for 80
yeah,
yesterday.
No kidding. Just unreal. Watching him, that ace in overtime was one of the greats, one of the great plays that'll live on in Valorant history for forever. Now a tough round for DRX. A rifle, a judge, a marshal, a guardian, a stinger. A lot of different variety. Going to get aggressive with that judge, but obviously MIBR knows it's there. knows it's a consideration in this round.
Oh, he's going to go sliding forward. He's going to be rewarded with one. Artisan going to be taken down. Mako on the trade, but not before he finds Shenum. So player advantage as well as that Phantom scooped up here for flashback. Puts it to use. Find the head there of Aspas, finding Verno. As it's another 3K for him. And Spike right there, straight in front of his sights. Cortezia able to find a one. To be the 1v4 clutch to deny this bonus conversion.
Spike down, calling Bane over. Add a little bit of extra layers to protecting it. Don't have too much left here for Cortezia currently. He's taking his time, clearing angles. DRX happy to just hold one side or the other. He's been so good this event. Let's see if he's got some magic. Might have seen the arm of Flashback there.
Flashback also playing like he saw Cortezia.
I have retrieved the spike.
Spike is picked up and gets the shutdown. It's a great shot to be able to find him on the back of the slide, but Bane there is that second layer. Cannot get that transfer. The 3-0 start is DRX. Get the bonus converted.
Kind of curious. You know, I thought, oh, DRX picking defender side. Well, clearly this is their more comfortable side of the map. Protocols look nice. Flashback able to find some good timings, able to win some fights out in the open. Against Verno and Aspas. So far, so good for DRX. But absolutely, MIBR can punch back. Seen it plenty. Flashback has an ult. Cortezia close. His neural theft. See if that's how they want to prioritize the orbs, or thinking something a little different here. Probably Verno, but kind of depends. Freeing with some low-lying trips. And they are going to go for Cortezia.
Well, they get the neural theft online. Very good to have if they manage to take that first step towards pulling off a Thrifty. The spot and not be surprised.
It's very true. Freeing, it's identified back pillar. Not that that's going to be a huge shocker in some ways.
He hasn't toggled his camera until now.
Yeah.
Sends it out. Will be cleared, but MIBR pushing forward, looking to take the space here on the site. Just able to get a grab there, but Freeing finds a headshot. Odyssey going to be taken down as the ping reveal comes through. Freeing quickly finds himself a second kill. Now the two remaining players boxed in low on weaponry just as Freeing try to hold the line. Will be Freeing with a 3K of his own. Deny the Thrifty attempt away.
You have to like what you're seeing from DRX in terms of just not making mistakes. They're playing really clean, really solid macro and micro. You know, waiting for everybody to group up before they push around towards the front of sight. Really patient, also hitting some really nice shots as Freeing. Finding those headshots quickly. Picks himself up a 3K on the B site. And it looks like we're going to have a quick timeout from MIBR.
Wasn't sure if it was going to go in the previous round, but waiting until the next buy does come through. Fraud looking to try to right the ship here for the team. We've seen how well prepped MIBR can be when it comes down to their opponent's map picks. They have had some struggles on their own. Needs to try to turn the tides here very quickly.
Well, it had to be a huge shock going into this map, Vito, right? The fact that DRX goes for Corrode instead of Sunset, you know, in a lot of ways. I mean, I think, you know, knowing Termi's kind of MO, he usually doesn't go for risks like that. He's usually the kind of guy who's going to just let it kind of ride what their ideas are, what their prep is. And especially with seeing Corrode previously, a lot of it from MIBR, I thought maybe they'd at least make a go of that, let it float. You know it's going to be MIBR's pick, but instead they go for the curveball, and so far it's been right on point. It's been strikes all the way.
Also curious if they, once they got through the draft, anticipated Flashback playing this Neon. He's done it plenty in the past, but you might have very much thought that it was going to be just that Yoru alongside the Waylay, rather than sticking with something that's a little bit older for DRX.
This is a huge round already, seemingly in this map. MIBR, let's see what they got. Aggressive push out.
DRX is looking for a crunch play here. Now that the weapons are back in hand, but Hyunmin not going to be seeing much over at Tiles. Refracts back up the top mid, and MIBR very easily able to get away from the trap.
Yeah, good read off the rip. MIBR doesn't give anything over and gets quite a decent amount of U-tilt.
Oh. Not wide enough to be able to get the spot here on the Cortezia, and also is not toggling the camera, but now he's going to be out of line of sight of this. Spot out, but Flashback winning the fight. Plenty of damage taken. He's literally down to just double-digit HP here. 11 remaining on him.
this tripwire can be jumped. This is going to be devastating.
Sure,
I don't think they have any idea.
The camera not see him at all. The answer is going to be no. But is he able to find that kill? Now the neural theft immediately going to be invested in him and has to back away as the plant comes through from Shenum. Still a paranoia here for the post plant, as well as a recon of their own. Verno trying to send that in towards Market, but Mako constantly disrespecting those smokes, constantly finding value through them. Paranoia sent out, flashback, clears the trip. Wall going up, some spam shots, a relay bolt to further delay. Flashback finds himself out onto the site, finds himself dead, but is he able to find the one but can't get the follow-up, just taking too damn low, but time is ticking away. A 3v2 for the retake, DRX, trying to keep the streak going. Bane on the readjust is able to find Aspas as Kenman cleans up the enemy Omen. Defuse to come through, and DRX will maintain perfection, now 5-0.
Unbelievable. I mean, love what Cortezia was relayed, the info that Fraud feeds him over during the timeout. Get that position past the tripwires into the back lines of DRX, but it's still not enough. They're still just too clean, too crisp right now. The last time that Mako and Aspas faced off was Champions 2023, back when Aspas was in Loud in the group stages, and it was actually DRX who won that battle against that Loud core, that Champions core. So it's been a little while since these two tremendous veterans have squared off, and so far it's been Mako and company getting the better of Aspas's MIBR.
Spot on a one, but it's going to be Aspas tagged, so no real easy use of a Hunter's Sphere to try to find an early pick. I think you heard it there. At the end of the replay, though, Fraud saying, get off site. Playing way too contained. They're just getting on top of us. Let's see if that adjustment's going to be able to come through.
That's a good shout. Got a little bit extra post-plant utility there. You're getting close to Verno's ult. Should have a good, deep setup if you can get there. That's a nice shot from Aspas.
Critical opening. Bane taken down. Hunter's Fury. Only other ultimate aside from flashbacks here, now out of the equation. He is in deep. Gets a spot on a one. He's going to continue to try to scale. Poison Orb actually does save him off, and I think that had that not bloomed, he might have been baited forward. Now, spaces in, dips in, gets one, gets out. Just Neon on Sova. Action across the map here between both sides.
That eliminates the Hunter's Fury from a possibility in the round. Yes, he gets it in death.
30 seconds left.
Flashback not going to be challenged on that angle just yet. Cortezia again trying to take some space and a TP over. This is going to be difficult for DRX.
Plant going to be coming through. Mako falling into the trap. Cortezia able to find him, freeing, however, maybe here a little bit faster than they anticipate. Smoke goes up, and Hyunmin now peeking into mid, able to find one. And Cortezia does well to find another, but freeing has now opened up the site. Rap is getting ready to come through here at B main, and Artisan should have him get the rights, but freeing somehow gets the kill. It's not planted for Cortezia, so he's got to come pushing forward, and freeing is just too fast. Incredible shots to get DRX 6-0.
Okay. That's how it's going to be. This is scary for MIBR. How many times have we seen at this event that somebody pulls off a spike and just hits a headshot?
Is this a buff? Has there been a buff? Did you get off the spike faster?
Yeah. Did they increase the drawdown time? Like, oh my God.
The post-spike defusal aim assist that is in the game that I don't know about.
But I mean, I love the way MIBR plays that round. The macro's great. Cortezia's cutting off rotations. They find a free B site. They've got DRX in complete disarray, but they lose to freeing, basically. It's absolutely insane.
TV forward here in the mid. Aspas going to be popping the overdrive. Paranoia connecting here on the Bane. Hiding in around the corner. It's not able to find it. Aspas cleaning up one. Pushing in. Finds a second. Gunman dead to rights. Bring, however, continuing to be the final boss here of this site. Let's shut down. They go to the opposite side. Ping reveal off the neural depth. Spots out far too many targets surrounding him here. Peeks in for another. He's able to find Verno. It's the best chance now here for MIBR. Door broken. A reposition. Shenum looks to try to get this spike planted. Full kit of util available for flashback, but Cortezia finds a fantastic timing to shut him down. Now all on Mako's shoulders. Delivered some incredible clutches, but from this position, I just don't think he's going to be able to get it started. So Shenum reading incredibly well. Not ready exactly yet. Where his opponent's going to be.
should be unwinnable.
Time gone away. Mako maybe just trying to see if he can get a punish here on the economy. We'll be able to find one. Looking now to just backpedal and go for the save. So MIBR at long last going to be able to get themselves here on the board in round number 7, but they are still a massive deficit to try to claw back.
Yeah, and I like it from MIBR. Just go into, you know, one of the simple plays that they have. Something you see a lot from them, obviously with different agents, but with the Waylay instead of the Neon, the Paranoia. Do a quick push up from Aspas, and this time it's got the overdrive. Rocking and rolling. Great setup for him. Great relay bolt to get the second. Couldn't get any further. However, this time around, able to hold the post plant quite nicely. And that's huge. So honestly, I think MIBR playing a decent macro game. They're getting beat. Some of the contact plays, you know, something that they have generally been really, really good at this event.
Aspas going in for a check, but yeah, it's going to be other team now taking down the Hunter Spirit coming across as well here from Bane. Looking for a punish, but looking everyone able to get out wide away from it for the overdrive. Can't quite find the kill there on Aspas, but puts him down to 43. 3v3 now. The dust does get settled. An ult expended. No avail here for DRX. They're going to pump the brakes and look to go ahead and re-clear back over towards A main. Mako out a little bit deeper. Sets up that one way to maybe try to bait them forward.
Just depends. They read this or not. DRX trying to close. Freeing.
This continues to be on one. Double stack setup. The smoke can be recycled. And Mako gets a fadeaway shot. Bans the second layer. Swings in to finish the job. They open the door for a brief little moment for one singular round, but now they slam it right back in MIBR's face as DRX guarantee themselves a lead at the half.
It's just a set play off the rip. They've got the Hunter's Fury, they've got the overdrive, and somehow Flashback hits an unbelievable sliding shot to open things up as well. That's just classic DRX. Those set plays.
I need this.
I always thought that DRX stands for does ridiculous executes. Like they just have it in them to just find these moments.
Pretty good one. +2.
Thank you. I think that's the first time you've ever awarded me points.
Probably.
It's a good day.
There's time for that to change. Been a rough one so far here for MIBR once again.
Got some dad jokes.
Hold off on that. Inferno going to be taken down.
Ooh.
Great shot though from Artizine. Flashback has been a consistent thorn in their side. Freeing. Getting timing to bit.
Oh.
Just ducked back around the corner, just fast enough to avoid falling, and actually just faces in the mid to find Aspas. Now Mako arriving.
Spike down mid.
Finds the backstab on Shannon before he can get the backstab on Freeing.
They're so well drilled. I mean, every time they're taking fights, it's two players against one, it feels like. Outside of Flashback, just winning some crazy 1vx situations. Yunmin, though, could be in a precarious position.
Now the recovered weapon, Artizine going to try to check every single angle, but Yunmin will be able to find it. And shot into the spray down, 8-1. DRX expounding upon this lead.
I mean, now you got to wonder, do you have to use your second timeout as MIBR this early?
I think you do.
I mean, their defender side was good against Heretics, but I don't know if you can let this go any further.
Not so fancy.
It's just crazy how disciplined they are right now. I mean, this is the best I think I've seen from DRX since the beginning of the tournament.
Yeah. It's looking very clean, so in fact, that second timeout does have to come through. It's just too much of a deficit. You can use this to convert, to run back these next 3 rounds, make it an 8-4. You do start feeling a bit more cozy.
Yes.
Clean up a pistol, get an operator into the hands of Aspas, have him find that map-wide impact with it. It's got to be the game plan here for MIBR, but it has to start now. It cannot start at the half.
Fully agree. And the other thing is, to build on what you're saying, is that if you could get those 3 in a row going into the second half, get the pistol, all of a sudden you have a tremendous amount of momentum and energy behind you. And that's something that this team thrives on. That's something that's going to get Arts in, that's going to get Cortezia standing up. And that's what they need. They need that injection of energy, that spirit that has carried them so well throughout this event.
Sometimes it can just be a bit of a softer start. I mean, it's guys through the ringer. You think about the series that they played yesterday.
Right. How
Many times they were going through OTs, only to fall short after breaking the best of 3 global kill record. There's got to be some exhaustion. There's got to be some tiredness that needs to be shaken off here for MIBR. 4 ultimates to try to utilize here. To rescue as many rounds as they possibly can. Crunch attempt outside of A. Nothing going to be spotted there. As Bing immediately pivots over to join in alongside Freeing. Changed up the cam setup.
Camera taken out.
Further back situation here for him.
change up for the trips, too.
Going over the top, able to get the spot on just to the 1.
Oh, no.
The Virgin Path's now going to be gone. As Venom does manage to TP back through into the smoke, out to safety. That's completely shut the door on this site here. What does MIBR now try to do? They have to be wary about a potential flank around the back.
They're watching for it, at least. Artson is ready.
Oh, and Freeman's just facing forward for free.
Huge shot. That's really big. Gets rid of all that Cypher util.
Hunter's Fury to try to further open things up, check these corners. Hyunmin going to be taken down. Bane playing forward, trying to find one, but cannot find any. Flashback has arrived. Gets the 1 kill, tries to get the reset, but Tezia still alive, still breathing, and now it is down to Mako. Once again, he looks for the first, finds it, but cannot get the reset. Big 3K here for Tezia. As MIBR will be able to double up their round count.
Yeah, the timing here, really nice for MIBR that they're able to get back to safety after the convergent pass. If they had been a few steps further forward, could have been a very different situation. Instead, they're able to reset, get that big opener from Cortezia. Keep marching forward. A 3K for him. It's exactly what the doctor ordered. Now, a couple more. You definitely should start to believe.
You've got DRX off the ult cycle. Still have that pit for a post plant. Didn't need it in the previous round. Denman going up and over, gets the spot. His exit, his flashback, trying to scale. So similar ideas here on the opposite side of the map, trying to go for that crunch, but instead they find themselves back in the mid, and Verno's going to be dead at tiles. Clearing out the camera, grabbing up the orb, denying that away, potentially from the MIBR players.
Hyunmin just absolutely bailed Mako out. What a crazy good shot.
They also get an immense amount of damage on the Chenem. Moment now down to 18. Drone not going to be able to check in the mid, so Artesian and Ospas unscouted for now, but suspicions certainly aroused here from the side of DRX. As the wide swing comes through. Crossfire set up, Bane able to find the 1, but Ospas doing well to get the reset, find that kill, but Flashback still here. Spike stuck inside of B main. There's no health really remaining on this. Ospas needs to come to the rescue. Never mind. Gentlemen just find the headshot. And now a 2v1. Top of the spike. The first one found. Mako has fallen. Now just down to Freeing. Hasn't retapped it. Staring in towards main. Freeing just back behind the box here in the corner of Mark, and as that smoke dissipates, Jenem has to lend credence to this angle. He's going to end up out into the open, and Freeing can easily collect. No consecutive round wins to be found here in the half. DRX, and once again, looking at a 10-2.
It's just impressive how quick DRX is able to find these first kills and then just reset. Go back into some defaults, hold the line. You know, some good trades here and there. Zenom doing everything he could in this round. Played it magnificently with 18 HP, but it just wasn't quite enough. Could be a 9-3. MIBR. Love to believe in curses if they can get this to go.
Like maybe a play for the orb if you can get that. Ospas can get the ult online, potentially pass that Vandal over. For now, has been able to dodge out the utility. Seems like he doesn't have any interest in this at all. Mako on the spot check. We'll see plenty of players, and here we go. Will be the overdrive picked up. Hasn't passed it over, now does so. Stinger going to be in behind this one as Artesian does get the Vandal.
Look at this, all of DRX is here though. They're going to challenge. They might swing in.
It's likely about to get very messy as the Saturate goes in, but Flashback, the first one to fall, the overdrive now going to be hopped on Ospas, immediately able to find Bane. Relay bolt connecting Hyunmin, trying to escape, tucks it behind the box. Mako at distance, able to find the kill there, but gets Ping revealed and taken down by Chenem. Freeing running out of bullets, has to tuck back there at Street. Hyunmin clearing out the recon, and Chenem shuts him down. They clear the cam, and Freeing now having to do it all. 2 players in around the back of sight, the drone forces him back away. Gets a final spot as well as the reveal. Gets tagged down to 56.
Beautiful work there with the smoke in conjunction.
Should be round in the bag here for the side of MIBR. So has to wait for the smoke to fall, but no one there. Could be tucked in, could be anywhere. Freeing, needing to check every single angle. Confirms the presence of two, but even if he could find them, I don't think he's going to be able to read Chem's position up on top of the box. The time is dwindling. Further damage found, and this one is certainly over. Cortezia able to find it. It's going to be 3-9 here at the half.
A pretty crazy start to this match. DRX on their defender side, just stalwart. So difficult for MIBR to get much done, but able to find 3.
Now they move over to that defending side. Still an opportunity if they can get that opening pistol. Really start that snowball for the squad. They absolutely cannot run this one back. And as we go into the halftime, we're going to go ahead and send it down where Lou is hanging by with Verno's dad.
Et j'ai un papa stressé, mais un papa très fier à mes côtés aux arènes. Trey, Verno's dad, just joined me for an interview. So Trey, the first thing I wanted to ask you is, we've seen your son taking the IGL responsibilities recently with MIBR. So did he always have that, you know, big brain, mastermind energy, let's say, back then?
Absolutely. I say you combine that with the competitive challenge that he likes to take on in any task that he's taking on. So that could be everything from Rubik's Cube to you know, think about Minecraft and just any game he wanted to take on when he's younger. But yes, IGLing, no question.
Very competitive spirit from your son, for sure. Donc, la première question, est-ce que ton fils a toujours eu un peu cet esprit big brain, un peu de mastermind, puisqu'on le sait, c'est l'IGL des MIBR? Et bah oui, il a toujours été très compétitif dans tout ce qu'il fait, que ce soit sur d'autres jeux, que ce soit sur du Rubik's Cube ou ce genre de choses. Il a un esprit de tryhard. And we know how emotions can be on those hectic games, you know. So how do you handle the stress of seeing your son one match away from the big arena, even though they're struggling a bit right now for the boys? Do you have any words for them, maybe?
I do. I've got 2 things. One, they accepted him on the team. I mean, this was a new country, new team, new language, and the best compliment he received was, "You're almost Brazilian." So this is a team that's here to win. Good luck, guys. Vamos, Brazil.
Vamos Brazil, and let's see, of course, if they can take the win. Donc, deuxième question, on a vu qu'on galérait un petit peu côté MIBR. Est-ce que tu as des mots pour les aider, pour les encourager? Comment tu gères un peu ce stress? Et ben voilà, moi je le gère. Verno est arrivé dans une nouvelle équipe, nouveau pays, nouvelle langue, etc. Et le meilleur compliment qu'on lui ait fait, c'est tu es presque brésilien comme nous. So let's see now. Thank you very much, first of all, for joining me, Trey. And let's see now if it's going to be time for resilience on Sunset for the MIBR boys.
Proud father watching his son here on stage, the biggest stage of all. Sees him now in a position potentially down and out, but that run back certainly can get started here in this second half. For now, though, for the Coinbase Econ Report, we'll take a look at Freeing, as he has just been incredible.
Yeah, this is a huge boon for DRX. Freeing hasn't had the greatest tournament. This isn't Tahoe Freeing. This isn't, you know, kickoff into Bangkok Freeing that we've seen in the last couple of iterations of DRX this year. But today, what a time to find his moments and start stepping up. Shout out to Cortezia on the other side, 12 kills for him as the opponent Cypher. Now you go into MIBR's generally pretty fearsome defender side on this map. I mean, they had this scoreline themselves against Heretics. It was 9-3. So certainly this is a mega huge pistol.
No, absolutely. It's going to be full ghosts purchased here for MIBR. Similar for DRX. Mako, of course, always going to be favoring the classic, and Flashback with a frenzy. Going to look to close the gaps. Quick clear of that camera here in B main. Will be Cortezia backing away, playing safe as Shunman goes up and over the top. And can't quite get that catch. Had him paranoid up, and now it's just going to be a counter slide, and Cortezia makes use of the chaos. Be able to find a kill here on a Flashback.
Great fast rotations for MIBR there. Not expecting it was Flashback.
It's only a minor amount of damage dealt here on the 2 players. Odyssey and Cortezia, both down to 74. Paranoid goes across, connects here on the Bane, has to backpedal through the wall, and Alspot at the same time, he'll scale forward, finding 2 quick kills. As Shunman and Mako both get taken down. Freeing can only find the one as Alspot comes alive. The much-needed pistol collected at MIBR. They take that first step.
Just gotta like the protocols that they've gotten into place. If they're gonna go B, we rotate quick. And we just play for the retake. Great ping out from Verno. Continues to be stellar with the Sova util. And just beautiful. Only losing, I think, one player there throughout the chaos. They get to come in to this anti-eco. Some pretty fearsome firepower. Rifle for Aspas, Cortezio with the Guardian, Zenom with the Bulldog.
Oh, Aspas actually swapping over, goes for the Outlaw instead.
Ah, okay. Makes sense.
Get those snipers online nice and early. This is where the pain can certainly begin for DRX.
You ready for a few more collats?
Oh, yes. It's incredible to witness the first time out and love to see it again. If you could replicate that success.
Oh, yes.
And that is going to be MIBR. Feeling very cozy. See, though, for now, just the full classics. Looks like drone's still going to be invested into the round here for DRX. It's a spot on Verno, quickly clears it.
Here.
Hanging out with that stinger, but Aspas now, presence is known. Finds the headshot, didn't need it, but put a little flare on it. Takes down Freeing for a little bit more and will be rewarded. Flashback now dead, Spike stranded. It's another 3K with just Mako for the fall. Verno cleans it up, and it's a flawless anti-eco from the side of MIBR to really jumpstart the engine.
Exactly what they needed. And this defender's side sniping has proved to be so challenging for so many teams to get through. Aspas is the best. And he just showed you why. Completely isolating that spike there. No chance for them to even get into a position to plant it.
It's one away from an overdrive.
He's had a phenomenal start, just flying here. As you kind of expect, and 1/2 armor on Bane. And they had to go to a Guardian or Mako to get him to full armor.
Recon's cleared, Paranoia sent, Refract has to be taken. Yes. Shock not going to be finding any damage, zones him away here for the moment. Everyone playing away from mid aside from Mako, but then not really committing to a full peek in. Seems like they've got a decent read on what Aspas' position was going to be. Said 4 players clustered now, getting ready to move forward in towards Zenom here at Alley. Drone looking for the spot, really only catches the head of one, but weapon of another.
A couple guns there. Nobody making too big of a move for MIBR on the map. It's going to be all in Zenom. See these omens, throw the Paranoia, TP over. Ooh.
Leg spotted. Aspas again able to find the headshot. Brings full armor, meaning absolute jack. Paranoia will connect on the Zenom. A double take, but no! He actually catches a glimpse of Flashback and taken down. Yet at the same time, only able to find Verno there on the site. And this round is a catastrophe for DRX. So well piloted for MIBR as Mako tries to pull a rabbit out of a hat, but he cannot find it. Bonus is converted, and MIBR beginning their own similar streak here on the defense.
Oh, you'd better begin to believe after that. The headshot with the Outlaw to kick things off. And then DRX tries to get it going. How in the world? Just feeling it there. And Flashback doesn't check the corner until it's too late.
Get guns, boys.
As you can see here, a little bit of shakiness from DRX on these executes.
It's an immediate timeout call from DRX. Not liking what they were seeing there. Going to be kicked back onto potential sheriff buy for the team. It's very fast intervention here from Termi.
For sure, and it was the exact same thing on the other side. Bonus went to DRX and immediately timeout from Fraud. So you gotta right the ship quickly. You've given yourself such a nice advantage as DRX. Want to make sure that you keep MIBR at arm's reach. Don't give them that opportunity to get that courage, get that energy, get that vivaciousness that they have. Just curious to see what they want to do. I thought, when I looked at this comp for DRX, I thought this is going to be a great B exec comp. Like it feels a little bit like you have more ability to kind of claim space there versus A. I think it's a lot harder unless your coordination is really good between Hyunmin and Flashback on, clearing those angles. Maybe send one left, one right, but so far they haven't really looked like they're in sync. They're not quite able to get those opening kills that they need.
Hardly been able to find any kills so far in this half. Flashback still sat at 12. Zaspas still set in mid. Decides to back away though. And it's just going to be Artesian shutting the door. They still want to try to make this crunch happen here onto the site. They'd opt to go for these Stinger purchases on 4 players. Relay Bolt to try to clear out. Artesian able to find a shot on the one, and Mako gets taken down as well. And all the entry power really starts to fall to the wayside. This is the 1-2 pump and a flawless finish. MIBR shrugging off that force up here on the Stingers. They're now 2 rounds away from tying it up.
Just so good in the decision making here. Great from Artesian. And Aspas, man, just so incredible with the snipers. The 1-2 hits the trailing player, adjusts for the lead. And now you're getting real close, 7-9. MIBR making the comeback happen.
Honestly, Aspas could have just kept the outlaw if he wanted. He's still got 3 players that would be susceptible. As Verno quickly shrugging off the pressure here from Flashback. Up and over the top goes Hyunmin. But Verno swats the fly. Aspas a peek in the alley, freeing dead. Bane around the corner, shut him on the hunt. He gets the kill. It's damn near flawless again. MIBR looking alive and well on this defense.
Oh man. Just everything executed so well here. We're expecting Hyunmin to peek quick. Crosshair is perfect. The reaction great from Verno. Of course, Aspas right there with the operator. Tossed it off the map so you go back to the outlaw. Figures that's got 2 bullets in the chamber instead of 1. It's better.
Yeah.
And he's got plenty of money. They're cash capped. It's fine.
Can make some frivolous decisions with the economy at this point. Once again, door just going to be shut. Bring Sap back while the rest of the team tries to explore around here on the B site. Clear the camera. Considering who they want to give this orb to, it looks like it is going to be Hyunmin trying to get that convergent paths on lines. 1 away. And once again, DRX rotating out, reading this decently well. Zaspas has come to reinforce this site, but unless they can get onto the A quickly, displace Verno, still going to be in for a world of pain.
Yeah, for sure. Just gonna clear this orb. Kind of curious if they want to just give it straight to Hyunmin and try to use it to get this round to go. I mean, you're starting to get desperate. It's going to be tied up if you can't get this Thrifty to come through.
Mako sending out the paranoia across the backside, goes TPing forward right in front of Verno's face, but it's Cortese to collect. Verno dropping down, has the reveal, freeing, gone, gets the headshot on the flashback, cleans up Bane. And on this attack, DRX have not been able to do anything right. MIBR continuously shut them down and read them like a book.
Both teams start their defender side 6 in a row. But MIBR is looking a little bit cleaner. And it's starting with this guy right here, the IGL, Verno. Verno's parents got to love that. For sure. Because he is being a menace.
Hunter's Fury online. Sprint forward, Hyunmin, convergent paths, getting a catch here on Agenda, but if they can't find these targets, it might not matter at all. The Hunter's Fury now going to be coming through, Hyunmin having to refract back. Damage out on the flashback, sitting here alongside the wall, getting decayed even lower. Pushes forward, but the shorty's there, and Artesian cuts him down to size. Spike in play, but it's a 4v5 for the post plant. Cam does get cleared out. Aspas, deep line, rotating around the back with that operator in hand, going now through the attacker's spawn and freeing. Might just get caught off guard. It's down in towards mid, but I believe that Aspas should be hearing this as Bane is trying to dodge out this drone.
He's got the Hunter's Fury. Aspas going towards mid.
Rotating around, freeing, not going to be able to clear this door fast enough. Dead to rights, and now the weapon swap can come through. Aspas looking for the breakthrough, cannot find it. Him at the same time, able to find 2 back over on the site, gets blinded, finds a 3rd. And somehow, some way, DRX converting this round, breaking the win streak here from MIBR as they get themselves up to double digits. Monstrous performance here from Hyunmin. So we will have to see those kills back.
Holy cow. This looks so nice for MIBR. Oh, Hyunmin.
One enemy
Oh,
remaining.
right as the paranoia is coming through, he gets the spot. Challenges the angle. No, he's screwed anyway. It's a nice play. Man, I love the way Aspas lurks, though. Seen it a lot from him. Something Fraud has said that they've got into their game plan. That he, at times, is going to be that lurker, that flanker, and almost was the difference maker, but somehow, some way, Hyunmin just does it. Now Flashback with an op here for DRX.
Saw how good he was in his last series. From the attack, certainly a big changeup, but all players now from DRX clustered here. Artesian, forward committed position. Smoke up onto Market. Gonna bloom the orb to try to go ahead and stay quiet in the corner. He tears them all to pieces! 3 quick kills! He just never even considered it. They'll be able to find one, but nothing more than that. We are tied up at 10-10. MIBR not letting DRX start to run away with this again.
Yeah, and I think you could see some of the lack of comfort that DRX has on this map because they're not checking these corners. There was no one to clear that recon dart if it was able to scan that position that Artesian was in. But they don't. It goes deep to try to set up Hyunmin for the dash.
Oh, with those kills, it's going to be a pit online for Artesian. And a second timeout call here for DRX. So both coaches fully involved. Now no longer able to intervene.
When you just gambled so much economy into that round as DRX, going for that operator. I mean, yes, you have an overdrive, so you've got the ability to kind of go for some kind of half buy here or something like that and still get the job done, but gonna have to really dig deep here as DRX. Gonna need something more than just a Hyunmin hero play. You're gonna make a go of this. MIBR is too good. They've got you at every twist and turn, and they've got all kinds of little ideas. Bruno just can hold sight by himself. That's a problem. You tuck players into weird spots they're not expecting. Aspas has a sniper. That's just a problem for everybody everywhere all the time. They have so much to contend with.
And because of the previous rounds being so one-sided for MIBR's favor, there's no way to break the economy from here. Everybody's still just going to have so much to last the distance into OT. See, though, Vandal, a Guardian, a Bucky. Gonna push into mid where Aspas is about to thrive. Finds the first, the Bucky now on the floor. Pit immediately gonna be invested, locking off all of that approach to A.
They didn't see him doing that last time that he tried to push out, I don't think. So I don't think they have protocols ready.
Now on the angle here as well in Market. Delays further with the relay bolt. Tizia able to find Hyunmin scaling forward over towards Boba. Tried to go for the double dash entry. Pick on the one, Mako dead. DRX frazzled and absolutely screwed in this round. Maybe some weapons potentially to be collected here in mid, but it is not looking great as Aspas is certainly feeling it now. Another multi-frag round and potentially another flawless here. As MIBR look to go ahead and regain this lead for themselves. Spain will be able to find one, finds two. Still in this fight, but this would be an ace clutch. A couple fans here in the arena cheering for it already, but he is still a world away from making this happen.
Yeah,
perhaps if he can find a kill on Artesian, open up this ace site, maybe then it'll be in the works.
That's wanting, but yeah, he's got to get Artesian.
There's nowhere for him to hide. Earldef just come through. Smoke now blooming. Artesian may be able to find a great time if he continues to push as soon as this tap comes in.
Standing ahead.
Might just have him dead to rights, and right now Bane not paying attention to this. The snake bite gonna be landing at his feet, and Artesian will deny it away from him. The lead regained. MIBR 2 away from taking their map pick.
Yeah, these defensive side protocols, so strong, but it's just this aggressive push up ahead of the smoke. DRX doesn't have something to try to break that angle, whether it be something from the Sova, deep pieces of util. So Aspas just happy to take that reading that Freeing was going to go for the gun, just shuts him down with the shorty, and you couldn't even get the overdrive into play in that round. Just gets knocked out right off the rip. Let's see what DRX wants to do.
3 ultimates to try to utilize. There's a big reveal as Shadow frantically trying to find this damage. Inferno quickly scaling forward in behind him, and no one's paying attention. He's just running at him, and he's mowing them down one after the other. Already DRX sent reeling Bane down to 9 health. And every single time they try to go for a strategy, MIBR, they just disrespect it. Bane gets cut in half. Double stack here to watch over towards top mid. Cortezia can quickly counter swing out. Should Freeing be able to find one. We'll smoke the angle. There's a push in. Freeing is just not ready for it at all. Clean from Artizine as MIBR get up to map point.
I mean, they've just got such great reads on the timings here. The reinforcements from DRX are completely cut off. They just don't push forward for some reason. Not sure what is going on there. Your 2 duelists are left on an island, and they don't.
Yeah, like they don't have an ear.
No.
You can't hear them coming.
Yeah, yeah.
Unbelievable. Now MIBR looking to bring this one to a conclusion, avoid an overtime. I think they certainly had their full fill of them yesterday. For that follow-up shot. Actually not found quite just yet. And I'm waiting out the ping. Goes for the reposition now. DRX once again scrambling, pushing over towards Verno, who has had their number all half long.
They're even going to group up with Freeing here. I would have liked to have seen him do a little bit more to track down some players at mid, but just going to try to overwhelm Verno, who has been unstoppable.
Paranoia, but not a fast enough collapse coming through. Bane able to find one, but now Verno strikes and immediately is rewarded with 2 quick kills. Swoop coming in, Freeing walks here into the cage. He's actually able to find Cortezia as well as Shen, but Verno still alive, still breathing, still fragging as Freeing is down to 16. He would love to get this regen shield to start ticking back up. Slowly just backpedaling away. Trying to go on a rotate. 4 bullets left in the magazine here for the moment. Would love to reload this, but just doesn't want to make a lick of noise.
Already getting a little bit of the idea here is MIBR. Aspas on that Neon is going to be able to get there before you can as Freeing. So he's going to have to somehow, some way stop the superstar. So close.
He's not even going to go for a backside plant. That is just going to be Aspas taking him down and bringing this to its end. Only 1 round found on the attack. DRX gets smothered out of Sunset as MIBR recover in the biggest way possible.